صباح الفل عليكم، يا رب تكونوا بخير ان شاء الله وتكونوا مستفيدين من المحاضره. النهارده يوم السبيكينج، فنحضر الكومبوزيشن بتاعه. ممكن يبدا النهار يقرا وكلنا نسمع، واي حد عنده تعليق يقوله. يعني احنا النهارده كلنا هنسمع وكلنا نحاول نفهم اللي زميلنا بيقوله، ولو انا عندي كومنت هقوله، لو انت عندك كومنت قوله. نحاول نتكلم بالانجلش شويه، يبقى في سبيكينج اكتر. يعني زي ما انتم شايفين كده، انا بحاول في المحاضرات انوع الطرق بتاعت الانجليش، من ناحيه عشان ما تزهقوش، ومن ناحيه عشان تحسوا ان الدوره ممتعه. يعني فاهم؟
حاجة ايدك دكتور ان شاء الله. شباب
طيب،
اللي حضر الواجب يحب يقرا خليه يرفع ايده ويقدر يقرا.
اللي جاهز يبدا على طول.
تفضلي ندى.
Hello everyone. So I'm gonna read.
Hello, we are listening to you. Yes, go ahead.
I was walking home when I saw Jenna. After we said hello to each other, she told me that her mother in the hospital and she is very sick. I felt in sadness because I love Jenna's mother and she died. Then she said goodbye to me and she went to the hospital and I continued on my way. After that evening, I was sitting in my home reading a novel when my phone rang.
اوكي، احنا سامعين بس الصوت قطع. حد سمع يا شباب؟ الصوت اتقطع صح ولا عندي بس؟ شباب انتوا معايا ولا ايه الاخبار؟
وياك دكتور.
هو الصوت
ندى اعتقد فصل عندها النت.
السلام عليكم. سوري يا جماعه، الصوت قطع. انا اسف يا ندى، بس كله سامعني؟
واضح صوتك دكتور، سامعيك.
تمام. ندى يعني excellent. يعني I love the way you presented your speech. You use the tenses in a very good way. The story makes sense. One thing I would just like to highlight, you said I was working when you met your friend. I think you should put a time, like yesterday, last week, last month. When you start saying about something in the past, it's very important that you start with saying what time. Was it yesterday, last week? Other than that, excellent. I give you 9.5 out of 10 in this composition. Excellent, excellent, madam.
Doctor.
اي حد عنده كومنت يا جماعه؟ كلنا بنتكلم مع بعض. لو عايز تقولوا بالعربي قولوا، لو عايز تقولوا بالانجلش يبقى افضل. انتوا سامعيني يا شباب؟
ناخذ اسم ثاني دكتور يقرأ.
اللي عنده قطع بركة.
عفوا دكتور تسمعني؟
ايوه انا سامعك. انا مستني بس حد من الناس
تمام
يخش يتكلم.
تمام دكتور، مو بده يفصل. انا عندي النت هم كل شويه دا اطلع وارجع. انا هم عندي قطعه راح اقدمها انا، بس دقيقه خلي اشوفها.
تمام اتفضل. احنا يعني لو اي حد عنده تعليق كمان ممكن يقول، يتفضل يقول.
Football, a beloved sport worldwide, has been capturing hearts for decades. From its humble beginnings to the modern spectacle we see today, it has evolved into a global phenomenon. Fans eagerly anticipate matches, cheering on their favorite teams. Legendary players have left their mark, achieving incredible feats on the field. Football continues to unite people and create unforgettable moments that transcend time. Thank you.
يحيى ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. excellent. I love it. اولا يا يحيى انت you used a very difficult word like anticipating, like unforgettable. You used all the tenses. I think Yahya, that is great. Yeah, I don't have any comment. I give you a 9.7 out of 10. You only missed 3%. Yeah, which is great. But الله ينور بجد. Excellent. I love it. Anybody have a comment? If there is a comment, please go ahead.
Thank you, Doctor.
يلا, we are waiting for the next volunteer.
اوكي كرار تفضل.
مساء الخير والعافية أساتذة. أستاذ أحمد إن شاء الله بخير.
مساء النور كرار.
ما أعرف صوتي واضح يمكم لأنه مخلي هيدفونات إذا أكو فصوت آخر أو
واضح
صدى.
واضح
تمام.
واضح صوتك.
إن شاء الله أقدر أقدم الجراف مالتي أو المقطع مالتي.
تفضل تفضل.
بس أستاذ أحمد يعني مقطع بسيط عن حياتي والدراسية والماضي أيضا هم على مستوى الدراسة، فاستخدمت بها بعض الأزمنة مو كلها، فإن شاء الله راح ألقيها على مسامعكم.
تمام يا كرار، احنا كلنا اعزائنا المصابين.
شكرا جزيلا لحضرتك والجميع. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My name is Karam from province of Babylon. I am a student at the University of Mosul, College of Petroleum and Mining Engineering, and I am so in the college and now in the fourth stage. And the past I studied in several primary, middle, and high school, and obtained the preparatory certificate from the Aliman Preparatory School from the boys. After passing the preparatory stage, when I entered the College of the Petroleum and Mining Engineering at the University of Mosul and learned about university life, it became clear to me that there are many things that I did not understand previously and worked on them, including development, general and comprehension knowledge, gaining information and contact with the other in order to build for myself a personality capable of the advancing reality in the future. So, good willing, and also through my participation in the developmental courses to gain more information and qualified skills in the near future. Good morning. Thanks for anyone.
Allah ينور يا كرار, excellent. I love it. I love the way that you actually put all these facts together. I love the way you handled your paragraph. You have some issues regarding the pronunciation. I think you just need to review your pronunciation, like P and B. This is something. When you say I'm university, you say I'm in university, not at university. Anybody knows the difference between I'm at the university and I'm in the university? حد عارف الفرق يا جماعه لما تقول I'm at the university و I'm in the university؟ يعني انا لما اقول study اتفضل.
العفو دكتور. لما نقول ان يعني انا اداوم بها. الات مثلا هو رايح لها بطلعه او شيء، اعتقد هيك.
برافو عليك، برافو عليك يا ممتاز. ات معناها يا شباب ان انا موجود عند المكان ده. I'm at the cinema now. Where are you؟ يعني انا موجود عند دار العرض السينما، اين انت؟ But I'm in the cinema now. Where are you؟ يعني انا داخل العرض. فانت في الجامعه انت inside او in. طبعا انا بعت لكم كتاب عن البريبوزيشنز، والبريبوزيشنز يا جماعه من الحاجات الصعبه جدا في الانجليش. من اصعب الاشياء في الانجليش هي البريبوزيشنز. in وon وات. يعني لما تقول I came on time و I came in time. فرق كبير جدا بين الاثنين. I came on time يعني لو انا مديك ميعاد الساعه 7 انت جيت لي 7. لكن لو I came in time انا مديك ميعاد الساعه 7 فانت جيت لي 56 دقيقه او 55 دقيقه، فاهمني؟ فطبعا فرق كبير بين الاثنين. بس anyway انا هعطيك 8.5 من 10 يا كرار. حلو جدا، مجهود رائع يعني بجد، يعني اشكرك عليه. Thank you so much. Excellent كرار. I like your effort. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Next volunteer.
شكرا جزيلا دكتور.
حوراء حامد تفضلي.
I appreciate your efforts really.
Good afternoon. صوتي واضح؟
Yes. Good afternoon, حوراء.
As we are on holiday, so my article is about the holiday. Before the start holiday, I was excited to practice my hobbies. I am practicing the hobby of drawing and reading book, and at the same time I am developing myself in my department. Thank you.
Okay, very short but very nice, Hawra. Excellent. Thank you for your effort. I give you 8 out of 10. It was nice. So also my advice to you, or my comment to you, when you start talking about your hobbies, start with something like general fact. يعني لما تيجي تتكلمي عن الهوايه بتاعتك تتكلمي عن حقائق عامه. يعني مثلا ممكن ابتدي مثلا لو انا هبتدي اقول ايه I love reading, I love painting, this is my hobby. In the holiday I used to do that. طبعا دي حاجه حلوه قوي. I practice طبعا كلمه صح. I practice my hobbies. بس انت افضل تقولي I love my hobbies or I مثلا I مثلا perform my hobbies. يعني practice حلوه برضه مش غلط يعني، لكن في كلمات احسن يعني. بس 8 out of 10 يا حوراء، ممتاز. effort رائع جدا جدا، برافو عليك.
شكرا جزيلا دكتور، شكرا.
تمام. يلا next.
محمد، تفضل محمد.
صوتي واضح؟ It's clear?
واضح واضح.
Okay. So my background is about oil and gas industry. In the past, the oil and gas industry relied heavily on traditional drilling methods. While they were drilling, engineers often faced challenges due to the harsh environment. By the time advanced technology arrived, they had already made significant progress. Today, the industry continues to extract resources using cutting-edge techniques and is constantly working to improve its environment impact. That's it. Thank you.
تمام. excellent. Very good topic related to what you are doing. Very good English. Good using good words. I give you 8.5 out of 10. الله ينور يا محمد علي. Excellent composition. ممتاز. Next.
غيث، تفضل غيث.
Yes. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Cool. My name is Gaith. I'm a petroleum engineer and currently working at Baco Construction Company. And this is a little bit about myself and my past journey. In the dynamics world of petroleum engineering, my path has been one of the constant growth and unwavering determination. Finishing school at 17, I swiftly progressed through a mechanical institute. By the age of 19, I graduated, setting a foundation of my career fluent in 3 languages. I appreciate the value of effective global communication. Currently a site engineer at Baco, as I mentioned, construction company. I merge theory with practice, gaining hand-on experience in petroleum projects. My aspiration for the career development burns passionately, driven by the potential of sustainable energy solutions and optimized resource extraction. Despite missing out on specific opportunities, my resolve remains unshaken. Every challenge is a chance to learn and grow. Much like refining oil, I am committed to refining my skills. My journey is marked by perseverance, adaptability, and unyielding passion for advancing in the petroleum engineering field. And thanks everybody.
excellent base. بجد I love it. يعني very good, very factual, full of very difficult words. You have a very good distinguish between P and B. You use excellent words. I want to just ask you a question. Real question. Is this written by you or you just copy it from somewhere else? Because it's really good.
No, this was already written by me, but of course by help of Google, and I just read something from a cover letter, one of the cover
Okay,
letters.
so for me, I love it. Also, excellent pronunciation between the opportunities. You pronounce very well. I give you 9.8 out of 10. Excellent, Grace. Excellent. Okay, who's next? Excellent, Grace. Who's next?
If anyone else wants to read, please raise your hands.
Okay, if nobody wants to read today, I would like to make today for speaking and debating, which means I am going to open a subject and then we can all share our ideas in this subject by talking about this subject. Okay, what do you think about that?
تمام دكتور.
Okay, my subject to you today will be what do you think is the future of oil and gas production in Iraq in the coming 10 years? What do you think? What should we do? What are the tools we should do in order to use and expand exploration and production of oil and gas in Iraq? Whoever like to speak about this issue, please raise your hand and start speaking.
العفو دكتور، قبل لا نبدي بهذا الموضوع اكو طالب هم يريد عنده قطعة يريد
اوكي طبعا يا
يقرأها
خليل
لنا.
تفضل. اوكي تفضل.
مريم تفضلي.
Good afternoon. My name is Mariam. Oil drilling is vertical processes in extracting crude oil from deep in underground. Engineers use advances equivalent to dig wells, accessing oil reservoir. Once draining, oil is pumped up for processing. This industry plays a critical role to global energy supply. Thank you.
Very, very good, Mariam. Excellent. I love it. يعني excellent pronunciation, very good use of tenses, and you hit the point. You went direct to the point. I give you 9.5 out of 10. Excellent, excellent, mashallah.
Thank you.
Anybody else like to speak? Today is the speaking day.
No one's raising their hands. We can go back to your topic, Doctor.
Okay, my topic again, I will say it
If you
again.
can repeat it.
Yeah,
Okay.
what do you think is the future of drilling and production of oil and gas in Iraq in the coming 10 years? What do you think is going to happen? What is your expectations? What do you think we should do to enhance and develop the oil and gas drilling? Because let me tell you that 10 years ago or 15 years ago, there was very big in production and drilling in Iraq. And I think it went down a little bit. How can we retrieve back again, from your point of view, whatever you think, the position of Iraq as a very big player in oil and gas industry in the world of OPEC and oil and gas production countries? This is my topic. I would like to hear what you think. I think Gates raised his hand.
Yes. I think on this specific topic, it's mostly economically driven and politically, more than the work itself. Iraq still has a big reservoir we can invest, and we can develop. However, it all depends on the OPEC Plus and the oil, global oil market in general. So on this particular topic, I think the production may go down like for a little bit. I don't know. It's just, it depends on the political scene and the economic one. I don't know.
Yes, as a person who worked in oil and gas for 22 years, and I've been to Iraq so many times. I've been to Kurdistan, Erbil, Sulaymaniyah, Basra. I think that Iraq is one of the best countries actually, and that really can have the position. I don't know what's the difference from my point of view. I think it's political or economical. The difference between Saudi and Iraq. I don't think that Iraq have less oil than Saudi, but I think that actually play a big role. Do you agree with me?
An issue of like lack of volume of oil or something. This is more political. This is more, as you know, Saudi Arabia is much more advanced in the political scene globally, and it's definitely a more stable market. So, for instance, if you are a buyer from Argentina, let's say, you of course will trust the Saudi oil because it's gonna keep coming. For Iraq, it's not very easy to predict the future. So that's I totally agree with you. That was my point.
Very good. Also, I've been to Rumaila, where actually I trained Weatherford, and I have been to Bargassia, where I also trained the Iraq drilling company, IDC. Well, what I have seen that manpower in Iraq, I still remember the people I worked with. They were very, very talented and very skilled. One of the things I think that you need to do is to give more of you, like you, Ruth, to go into the oil and gas industry and start also using your talent and skills and start using technology. One of the things in Saudi here that it's very open for all kinds of companies. There's a lot of drilling companies working here in Saudi. American, and as far as I know, most of the company now are racing to go to Iraq because they know that there are good chances there. But opinion he like to share with us?
تفضل كرار.
I think كرار.
العفو أستاذ. عفوا أقدر أشاركك بالمعلومات باللغة العربية عادي؟
طبعا ما في مشكلة خالص.
تمام. ما سمعت تقديم الأخوان اللي قدموا قبلي، بس راح أوضح لك بعض المعلومات اللي أعرفها من خلال اطلاعي ودراستي. إنه على المستوى الحالي والعشر سنوات والمستوى البعيد جدا، إنه حاليا العراق هو طبعا يعتبر من الدول المؤثرة على الاقتصاد النفطي العالمي، كونه يحتوي على احتياطي نفطي كبير، وأيضا هذا ملتزم بكميات محددة الإنتاج ضمن منظمة أوبك. سيبقى على هذا الحال ما دام منظمة أوبك ملتزمة وطبعا كإدارة على النفط العالمي. لكن المعلومة الأهم على المستقبل البعيد للعراق، يعتبر العراق من أثرى وأغنى الدول في احتوائه للنفط لو تم استكشاف النفط المقدر في العراق حسب الدراسات الجيولوجية من قبل المعاهد المعتمدة العالمية. فقد وضح أحد الخبراء والاختصاصيين النفطيين، طبعا معروفة الشخصية عند أغلب المهندسين المعروفين، والمهندس استاذ احمد يعرفه طبعا، حسين الربيعي المهندس العراقي، اثبت او عفوا اوضح حسب الدراسات، لانه يعمل في شركه بي في البريطانيه، فاوضح في تقرير انه العراق عباره عن بحر من النفط، واشبه ذلك البحر بالكنز. فقط نحن حاليا مستكشفين منتجين او مستخدمين فقط غطاء الكنز، لكن في المستقبل البعيد جدا لو استكشفنا كل الاستكشافات الموجوده بالعراق، لان النفط الحالي مستخرج من العراق هو فقط في الطبقات الجيولوجيه اللي تعود لحقب زمنيه قريبه قياسا بالدول المنتجه الاخرى، ليس بالبعيد، لان كل ما زادت الفتره الزمنيه للنفط راح تزداد كفاءته. نحن حاليا جميع استكشافاتنا النفطيه مستهدفه في العراق، لكن اكو حسب المعاهد المعتمده عالميا اكو كميات هائله من النفط تضاهي الكميات الموجوده حاليا والمحدده في الاعماق البعيده، اللي ممكن ان تجعل العراق غني الى ابعد الحدود على طبعا مثل ما معروف انه اغلب دول العالم تتجه الى استخدام الطاقه النظيفه لتقليل تاثير الانبعاثات الناتجه من استخدام بعض النفط ومشتقات النفط في شتى المجالات، لكن وان استخدمت الطاقه النظيفه لها ان باستخدام النفط بكون بعض المنشآت او بعض المصانع حاجه اساسيه لها هو النفط. فان شاء الله وصلت المعلومه للجميع حسب ما وضحت لكم جميعا، وان شاء الله اقدر وصلت شيء من المعلومه اللي اعرفها. شكرا جزيلا للجميع.
Thank you so much, Karar, and يعني very very informative, and I love your information. Thank you so much for sharing this with us, and all the best to Iraq. Excellent. Anybody else like to share his opinion? The boys and girls. Anybody like? We are all listening. طيب, anybody like to share any topic he like to speak about? Anybody who want to share a topic from his side that we can all talk about? حد يحب يشارك موضوع يا جماعه نتكلم فيه كلنا مع بعض النهارده؟ يعني بس عايز اخلي المحاضره للكلام يعني.
تفضل كرار.
عفوا استاذ، اذا ممكن اذا الاخوان معكم مشاركه فنتناقش انا وياكم موضوع يمكن يستفاد من عند الاخر، لان البعض عفوا اللي موجودين كوني ادرس المجال، هذا المجال اهتمام اقتصاد النفط المحلي والعالمي على المدى الحالي والمدى المستقبلي، وايضا اهميه عقود الشراكه الموجوده في البلد. وعندي السؤال لحضرتك، خبرتك عن العقود، لان احنا حاليا كدراسه اكاديميه ما نهتم من هذا المجال، لان هو هذا المجال والاختصاص كلش مهم بالنسبه لنا كمهندسين نفط. لازم نعرف انه بعد ما نعرف انه بعد ما ننتج ونحفر عن النفط، النقب، نحفر ننتج لما نطلع البرميل النفط بعده وين يروح، شنو اهميته، شنو راح ياثر على السوق وعلى حياه الناس وعلى المستقبل. فهذه المفروض احنا كلها ندرسها حتى نعرف، لان هذه ايضا من مسؤوليتنا وعلى عاتقنا. تعرف انه اكبر فساد في الوقت الحالي هو يصير بالجانب الاقتصادي خصوصا باداره النفط. ما اعرف ان انت حضرتك تشتغل بشركه ارامكو على ما اعتقد دكتور؟
لا انا بشتغل بشركه الحفر العربيه، هي شركه دريلينج او حفر. هي طبعا ارامكو هي الشركه الام في السعوديه. كل الشركات هنا الدريلينج بتشتغل مع ارامكو، وارامكو عامله شراكه مع بعض الشركات زي مثلا شركه روان عاملين شراكه بنسميها ارو اللي هي سعودي ارامكو وروان، وعاملين مع سند اللي هي سعودي ارامكو ونيدوس دريلينج. فارامكو عامله شراكه مع بعض الشركات، لكن الشركه اللي انا شغال فيها الاريبيان دريلينج هي الشركه الوطنيه السعوديه للحفر، هو دي الشركه.
تمام استاذ. زين عقود الشراكه شنو تعني وشنو اساس عملها؟ اذا ممكن توضح لنا الفكره، طبعا يمك حسب اطلاعك وحسب خبرتك الطويله بهذا المجال، لازم عندك خبره عن عقود الشراكه وشنو مهامها اللي تقوم بها، حتى نوضح جزئيه مهمه ممكن يستفاد منها كل الموجودين.
طيب انا النقطه دي اعتقد لازم نسال التشيرمان بتاع البرزنتيشن. هو احنا في محاضره انجلش، فقال لي انت شايف ان يعني احنا ممكن نحول الموضوع للكلام في هذا القصه ولا ايه رايك؟ يعني انا بكلم يحيى طبعا.
نعم استاذ، بس ما سمعتك زين، ممكن الصوت بعيد او بس يمي.
انا بكلم يحيى، يعني هل انت شايف يحيى كتشيرمان للاس تي ان احنا ممكن يعني نحاول نسمع يحيى؟
اذا ممكن كرار، العفو دكتور، يعني نتكلم بهذا الموضوع بس باللغه الانجليزيه.
تمام. عفوا، بعض الجزء عندي ما اقدر اوصلها للمستمعين باللغه الانجليزيه.
حاول
فهمنا
كرار واحنا
باللغه.
وياك، حاول بيهم. هي هاي الهدف من المحاضره اليوم، هي السبيكينج.
تمام.
طيب انا خليني اقول لكم شويه معلومات كده هنا في السعوديه. Established 1964. It was a joint venture between two entities. One is called TAQA. It's a Saudi owned company, and TAQA is a service company, a service Saudi company. Same like now TAQA is owned by Al Mansouri. Al Mansouri lately has acquired TAQA, and this was 51%. TAQA owned 51% of Arabian Drilling. And then 49% of Arabian Drilling was owned by Schlumberger. So Schlumberger owned the 49% of this company, Arabian Drilling. They actually distributed the task between the two companies. Arabian Drilling was responsible for all the administration work and all the kind of rig distribution, recruitment, HR, everything. All the things regarding operations and regarding HSE was run by Schlumberger. So Schlumberger had the chairman is from Schlumberger. All the HSE managers are from Schlumberger. Most of the rig managers were ex-Schlumberger, most, not all. When a new person comes to the company, he's been taking an induction course. This induction course contains all the 8 elements of Schlumberger. Schlumberger has a system worldwide. And this system is everywhere where Schlumberger runs. So they have this system in 80 countries in the world. This system consists of 8 elements. These 8 elements are the consistence or the constitute of Schlumberger management system. And everybody in ADC should actually do that, or should learn that. And also they have a website called Quest, and this website is worldwide wherever Schlumberger is running business. And anything that happened within the drilling company where Schlumberger is being uploaded to Quest, like incident investigation, like stop cards, like observation cards. Anything related to safety, related to seminars, related to news. So it's a very big website only owned by Schlumberger. And Schlumberger has something very nice, which is when you work for Schlumberger and AD, of course, when you get your computer, there is a very, very strict security on your laptop. And if you lost your laptop, you will be fired from the company, because they believe that the information in your computer is something belong to Schlumberger. So if you lost it, like you lost your wealth. So it's very, very hard. So this is regarding my company, how it works. My company has now, after we just bought 5 more offshore rigs, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. They have like 45 onshore and offshore rigs. of which are 28 offshore, 17 offshore rigs, and the rest are onshore rigs. And they are now planning to buy 10 more onshore rigs. They went to China because we are drilling for a new owner. Well, of course, Aramco is our biggest client, and we have also Baker, one of our clients. We have Schlumberger, one of our clients, and now we have a company, a Chinese company, where they actually going to buy 10 more rigs. That's for the sake of drilling. So after buying these 10 more rigs, we should be at a fleet of 55 rigs between onshore and offshore. That's all I can talk. I'll talk about my company. Any question, I'm ready to answer. I hope that this is useful for you. Any comments?
Sounds like a great company, Doctor.
As a matter of fact, Arabian company is one of the. I worked for. Let me tell you, I worked for. First of all, I worked for a training company, training provider called Randy Smith, and I went to the United States of America, where actually I studied there. And then until 2006, first I started my career in 2000 in the National Drilling Company in Abu Dhabi, which is now known as ADNOC. This was for 6 years, 2000 to 2006. And National Drilling Company in Abu Dhabi is a very good company as well, and very nice company. But the stability in ADNOC in Abu Dhabi is not very high. There was a lot of Iraqis working there by that time at year 2000. And then in 2006, I went back to Cairo, where I worked for Randy Smith Training Solutions, which is a training provider, where actually I had the chance to come to Iraq and to come to Kurdistan, go to Libya, go to Yemen, a lot of places. And 2006, I was training manager for one of the biggest monsters in today's world, which is called ADES. And I think ADES is approaching Iraq nowadays, ADES. ADES or ADES is a very, very big company for drilling. And it actually has here in Saudi 28 offshore rigs and 17 onshore rigs, which is a very big fleet. The biggest fleet of offshore rigs in Saudi is for ADES. And of course, you know that the daily rate for an offshore rig is far more higher than the daily rate of onshore rig, because more technology, more hazard and everything. And then I work for Egyptian drilling company, and also it works here in Saudi under the name of DPS, because in Saudi you cannot have the name of Egyptian. So they had to change the name, but it's the same company, Egyptian Drilling in Egypt and DPS. And then I came to ADC. So I have been working through most of the working and training in most of the Middle East drilling companies. For AD, I can say that it's a great company for one thing. It's a very, very, very cultural diversity company, where actually you can see all nationalities are different. We have from all over the world, Egyptians, Saudis, we have Lebanese, we have Pakistani, we have Iraqi, we have Algerians, we have Syrians. When you go into any room in AD, you will not find too much nationalities. You will find too much nationalities. Even if we have 10 in the room, you can find 7 nationalities in this room. So this is one thing I love about AD. It's a very, very, very multicultural company. And this is great because you learn from other people and you learn from other cultures. This is one of the most important things. I see Karar raising his hand. Let's listen to Karar. And
Karar,
Gayas also raising his hand. Let's first listen to Karar and then Gayas.
Yes, sir. Thanks for you. Yes, أتوقع غيث يريد يشارك أو شيء. إذا عنده مشاركة قبل ما أتكلم أستاذ.
تمام كرار. غيث تفضل.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, Mr. Ahmed, thank you so much for sharing this info. However, I found it very, very difficult to even get an interview, not get a job, but get an interview. Liberton, whether for Schlumberger here in Iraq. Of course, all depends on the connections, because even in the Middle East and Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and these countries, it all depends on the connections. But there must be a gap where you can actually apply and get an interview. Anyways, I have a question for you, very specific one. My expertise only in IT, communication, and in construction pipeline, like pipeline construction companies. For a company like, let's say, Schlumberger, they're looking for totally different courses, totally different expertise. What can I do to get this kind of expertise? Even though I tried, I got online on their training platform. It's called Next, but everything is very expensive. And I just started my my current job in Rumaila like 4 months ago, even maybe 3. So I am lost, and I don't have a clear path to how to get on the right way to move towards this kind of, even Addis. Addis is Egyptian drilling company, as you mentioned, and maybe it's coming to Iraq. How can I get the opportunity? What courses should I take? Or it's not about just courses. I hope my question or is clear.
Okay, guys, I got your question very well. And let me first put some facts. Now, first fact is we all are going to get what we deserve and what we work for. This is a fact. And this is a belief. Yani you have to believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you what you deserve. This is number one. So this is something, don't panic. Yani Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are as Muslims, we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give us what we deserve and what He gave for us. This is fact number one. Fact number two, I was a budget accountant. Can you believe that? I started my career as a budget accountant for 4 years. I graduated from Faculty of Commerce at Shams University in 1997. And then in 1996, actually, January 1997, I started my career as a budget accountant. And believe it or not, I hate numbers. My worst topic in school was mathematics. I always failed mathematics. And now I go to work as a budget accountant. So I had two options, no third one. One is to surrender to my fate and say, okay, this is my fate. I'm going to be a budget accountant for the rest of my life. Or to try to find myself. What can I do better? So I was good in English. So I started delivering English language courses. Until a chance came in Abu Dhabi, they requested an English language instructor to teach UAE locals who are going to work in the oil and gas. I applied for this job. I got the job. I went to Abu Dhabi. It was my first time to put my feet on an oil and gas field. And when I was there, I had a fellow colleague, an Egyptian guy. He was also teaching English. But what we do after we finish our lessons, he go to sleep, but I go to the rig site. And I start asking questions. What is this? What is that? What is this tool doing? What is this tool doing? And he was always mocking me and telling me, what are you doing? What have you got to do with drilling? I said, I have to understand. I came to a new industry and I have to understand what this industry is all about. For 6 years, I kept asking questions, going to the rig floor, going to everywhere until I found a chance in Egypt. There was a training company called Randy Smith and they wanted instructors. So I went to apply. So they said, okay, we are sorry. We need someone who understands about drilling. I said, okay, go ahead, ask questions. So the manager was really he said, okay, you know what's hydrostatic pressure? I said, yes, I know. It's a mud. It's used for lubricating the bit, carrying the cutting, going through the flow line from the shell shaker, the filter, the sander, going to the agitator, being sucked by the mud pump, through the pulsation dampener, going through the discharge line, going up to the standpipe and then going through the pipes and through the annulus, going back to the flow line, and this is what we call the circulation. He was shocked. He said, "What you can think about drilling?" And he was very, very shocked. He said, "Have you ever worked in drilling?" I said, "No, I have never worked in drilling, but I know everything about drilling." And then they recruited me, and the company owner was called Randy Smith. He came to me, and I was, as a matter of fact, I was an actor for stage before. I was an actor, and you can see my picture. Okay, can you all hear me? Anybody doesn't hear me?
All clear.
So I was an actor. So when Randy Smith came and he asked me and said, "Ahmed, can you tell us a story?" This was my playground. Actually, I love acting on stage. So I have an icebreaker, a very big icebreaker. What happened is he was amazed by the way I talked and all this stuff. So he took me to nice things. I was being delivered train the trainer for to become an official trainer. Everyone in the room was a trainer, but he was an official trainer. You know, the official trainer who comes in the morning and say, "Good morning, gents. My name is Ahmed. I'm going to deliver." This is the normal way. I hate normality. I am a person who like to shock everybody. So I came to on stage to teach back. You know what I started with? "Okay, ladies and gents, in Egypt we never do anything until we dance first. Let's dance." And I opened the music and we started dancing. And they were just shocked. What kind of instructor will start the session with dancing? Can you believe it? So I was very and I started my career in training, and I forget everything about budget, and here I am with you. Okay? So what I want to say is, why I'm telling you all this story, think what you can do better, and don't panic, and throw yourself. If you are working with IT, but you think you will be better with safety, go to safety. Study about safety. Accept very small jobs, but make it as a starting point where you can actually know more and more about what you are doing and what you got me? So, what I do in my life is not the end of my life. It can be the start of my life. Did you get what I mean, Liz? Can you hear me? Did you get what I mean by this story? Anybody has a comment?
No, thank you so much. It's your voice was very clear, and I got the message. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else like to share any story? Like to share something with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I have one question for you. Sir, if you know what meaning the contract or service contract technical, can you tell me about that?
What do you mean by service contract?
Yes, a service contract is the contract of the companies that working in Iraq in oil and gas field.
Okay, as far as you all know that we have different types of companies. We have the production company, we have the drilling company, we have the exploration company, and we have the service companies. And all that is actually administrated by the Ministry of Petroleum in Iraq. Is that true?
So all of the company that work in Iraq, in drilling and in exploration and in production, all this company working in the service contract. The Iraqi convert give this company this contract to invested all the the field in Iraq in oil and invested the oil and gas that found in Iraq.
All right. Yeah. So what's your question?
What's up?
Yeah. What is your question?
Yes, you have any information about this contract, and are you working in your company at that contract?
As a matter of fact, no, I'm sorry, I'm not working with that. I'm working with the training department. I'm delivering training for leadership, team building, everything related to soft skills or human skills. But I have nothing to do with contracts, unfortunately. But as far as I know, it's something, there is a contract department which makes this kind of contracts.
Sir, can you send me the contract or the information about contract that that your company working in comment, and can be sent to Sir Yahya, and I can get from it on the WhatsApp.
طيب هو بص خلينا اجاوب بالعربي. هو المعلومه دي طبعا مش عندي، بس حتى العادي ما كنتش اقدر ابعتها لك، لان دي معلومه خاصه بالشركه، ودي حاجه من ضمن الانتجريتي او النزاهه بتاعت الشركه، ان انت ما بتطلعش معلومات الشركه بره. يعني انت ما بتطلعش الشركه عامله عقود مع مين، لان ده حاجه مش مظبوطه يعني. ده ممنوع طبعا.
العفو استاذ، عفوا دكتور، اكو هي مثلا هذه المعلومات العامه، يعني مو تذكر شركه معينه، القوانين هي معلونه، عقود الخدمه لكل دوله او لكل مجموعه شركات هي معلونه معروفه، بس اكو بعض مثلا جزئيات خاصه بالعقد هي احتكار للشركه. انا ما اريد الشيء الخاص، اريد اعرف منهجيه العمل العام اللي تعمل به انت وفق العقد اللي متفق عليه.
والله بص، هو الحكايه ان ده انا ما عنديش المعلومه دي يعني، وما اقدرش اوصل لها كمان، لان هي في اداره اسمها اداره العقود في الشركه يعني.
تمام دكتور، أنا هو سألتك قلت لك إذا عندك معلومة عن هذا الشيء أو لا. طبعا يعني البعض إذا يعني إلى رغبة بالاطلاع أكثر أو عن حول هذه المواضيع، بس أنت اختصاصك طبعا أكيد مو هذا الاختصاص اللي سألتك عنه، بس قلت لك إذا عندك معلومات تقدر تزودني بها. وعلى كل حال أنا جدا ممنون لك، وجدا أشكرك على كل شيء وعلى المعلومات اللي طرحت لنا إياها. لكن هذا جانب آخر من يعني من خلال الموضوع اللي انطرح هسه واللي تناقشنا به، فقلت إذا أكو معلومة تزودنا بها. وشكرا جزيلا، ما قصرت بكل شيء أنت. بارك الله بك دكتورنا الغالي، والله يحفظك إن شاء الله، والتوفيق الدائم.
الله يخليك يا جرار، وربنا يوفقك يا رب ان شاء الله، وان شاء الله باذن الله الامور هتبقى سهله وبسيطه. غيث رفع ايده، غيث is raising his hand.
Yes, doctor. Just to clarify in Arabic for قرار. قرار أنت تبحث على جولات عقود التراخيص وغيرها، فهذه ممكن تحصلها بالجوجل، تبحث عليها سواء من موقع وزارة النفط أو تروح للشركات وتدخل على مواقعها الخاصة، وراح تلقى الأشياء المعلنة مو الحصرية للشركة بس العامة خلينا نقول، فيفترض تكون موجودة بالجوجل.
شكرا جزيلا استاذ. طبعا اذا بما يخص العراق انا عندي كامل المعلومات عنها، بس انا سالتك عن طبيعه العمل، هل هي مشابهه بقيه الدول لطبيعه عمل الشركات بالعراق؟ لانه عده انواع من هذه العقود، وكل دوله وكل حكومه تعمل باللي يناسبها، فهذا هو اللي سالت فيه الدكتور.
خليني اقول لك بس حاجه، معلومه مهمه جدا، ان اقوى حاجه هنا في السعوديه هي ارامكو. يعني حتى هنا في وزير للنفط او في وزاره للنفط هنا في السعوديه، بس يعني رئيس شركه ارامكو هو اقوى من كل حاجه. يعني عايز اقول لكم مثلا ان وقت الكورونا لما كانت السعوديه منع الطيران، كانت الشركه الوحيده اللي بتطلع طيارات تجيب الناس وترجعها هي شركه ارامكو. وارامكو هي اقوى حاجه هنا. يعني كل حاجه هنا بتتعمل حسب ارامكو. يعني ارامكو حاجه قويه جدا. ارامكو يا جماعه ثالث اكبر شركه في العالم من حيث الربحيه. رقم واحد كانت هي ابل، ورقم اثنين هي مايكروسوفت، ورقم ثلاثه هي ارامكو. سنه 2021 كان رقم واحد في العالم ارامكو. متخيلين؟ طيب that's good for today. اتمنى اكون I hope that this session was good. It was about listening and speaking. Inshallah we meet next Friday, and next Friday we'll go back to our lessons, and I think we can go for 3 or 4 more sessions, and then we will have a test, and this test accordingly we pass this test we'll get the certificate. ان شاء الله يا جماعه الجمعه والسبت جايين هيكونوا اخر محاضرتين، وبعد كده الاسبوع اللي بعديه هيكون الامتحان طبعا انا هبعته للادمن ليحيى، وهبعت له الاجابات عشان هو يبقى عارف الاجابات ويصلح الامتحانات. الناس اللي هتعدي 50% في الامتحان هتاخد الشهاده ان شاء الله، وان شاء الله هعمل امتحان سهل مش صعب عشان الناس كلها تاخد شهاده باذن الله. اتمنى يا جماعه دايما تشاركوا اكتر من كده عشان انتوا كمان تستفيدوا في المحاضرات. Thank you so much, and I give the word now to يحيى.
الاسبوع الجاي دكتور اذا نقدر نقدمهن، يعني مو مشكله، هم نتفاهم وياك عليهن. ها هي الشباب، اذا عندكم اي سؤال او استفسار تقدرون تتفضلون. شكرا جزيلا لك دكتور مره ثانيه.
ربنا يخليك يا رب. اي حد عنده اي سؤال يبعته وانا هجاوب عليه ان شاء الله، ومش اي مشكله خالص.